Good morning. Good morning. Yes, it's a lovely day. Good morning. Good morning to you. Oh, let's see if I can go. Happy day. Happy day. I'm gonna come up with something though. I'm gonna go some happy day. Happy day. Happy day. Happy day. Like, you know how the people in Bali, like I'm pretty good at that. Happy day. Happy day. Good morning, Anna. Good morning, Nadisha. Thank you for calling me beautiful. I appreciate you. And you guys, I'm working on it. Did you guys hear my new? I'm starting with happy day. Happy day. Happy day. Happy day. Hey, Mish. How you doing? Good morning. It's a good morning. You guys, I gotta reach out. Good morning, Teresa. I gotta reach out. You guys, when you know this is for you. That's why I'm here. This is for you. And you can tell I know a lot on a lot of different things. Not everything bound to our physical, like the way we were taught in school growing up. So you guys gotta help me out with topics or where you at. Like even you know how on the Facebook group, our little baby, the Feel Better Coach. Getting your groove on, Segmet. Good morning, Gemma. Good morning, Cindy. And so no, I'm working on my new song, you guys. I can't keep saying good morning to you, even though I do like it. I like that. It's like there's a little nice little rhythm, and it's good for like good morning. However, you know, it's more than good morning. Good morning, Allison. Good morning, Linda. So as I was saying, you guys help me out with, even if it's something that you're working with, that you're really happy with, even in a blissful state, put topics in there. Because you know what happens with me is there's a plethora of information here. Not all of it at the mental place. Some of it is just because of the exchange with the ethers and everything. So sometimes I'm like, okay, well, you think they're here? Or I'm pretty good with having the pulse of the people. But what you guys really want to hear on a daily basis, I need your help with. And so when you put your topics in, I usually pull something out of them and do them pretty close to where you put them in. But I want you to put your topics so that keeps me anchored in to what you want to hear about. And it lets everybody else who's in our little Feel Better Coach group here and our Good Morning Presence participation and our Feeling Better Go Time, which reminds me, the upload on that. I mean, it just seems like it takes so long for that. However, I am going to persevere. Remember we did that? And I'm going to keep on working on it so that the ones of you who couldn't be live can see it. Good morning, Marina. Good morning, Danielle. Good morning, Nancy. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. My mom used to sing that. I've got a magical feeling. Everything's going my way. There. Cindy, was that pretty good? So, you guys see, I have very little inhibition. Like, I'm just willing to get up here and sing and play. Good morning, Elisa. Good morning, Heather. Good morning, Lena. Oh, you just did it this morning? Ooh, Elisa. That's okay. I'll get it together for Thursday and Friday. How about that? See, what happens is, you know, once you see, I'll see you at 4:45. I'm doing stuff like getting my clothes ready, getting the lights set up, and I'm doing stuff, and sometimes I can't get back to check. So you guys want me to put, you know what I'll do? I'll put tea topics the night before. I'll start doing that. And then that will make it like kind of hit us on our mind. And me too. And then that'll let me see it when I get up at about my time, 3. Okay? Good morning, Margaret. Thank you, Cindy. Oh, good morning, Catherine. And thank you, Heather. I know. Good morning, Pablo. Yes, Elena. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Thank you. Remind the hands. And you still forgot to tell me about the diagram, you over there. You forgot to tell me about the diagram again. And we had a bunch of activity yesterday. A whole lot. A lot that a good friend of mine told me that right now, don't get upset if you have to try things many times before it goes. You know how sometimes when you're registering for something or you're trying to be online getting something done, or even just when you drive to go pick up something, somehow it's not ready for you, or this is a time right now of try many times before you nail it. So don't let yourself get frustrated. I forgot to pass that on to you guys, okay? All right. It's just something in the energies that's making that occur. And so remember our perseverance and patience, and be calm. Remember, on the spot, it's a good morning. Do your divine current breathing. If you have any kind of irritation, and recenter yourself, then you can make your choices from a base of being calm and clear rather than in a state of irritation, okay? All right, my dears. All right. Yes. Oh, okay. All right. And you guys say hi to each other. I love how y'all talk to each other, too. All right. Oh, Margaret, it's your birthday, my sweetness. All right, everybody, let's pretend like we can hear all of our voices. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, sweet, beautiful Margaret. Happy birthday to you. And many more. So now it's etched in all time. Okay? 2020. There. That's for you, sweetness. There you go. All right. Uh-huh. Yeah. That's the whole thing. Repeat. You guys like that? So, Margaret, that's for you, sweetness. So, you guys, I'm glad you enjoyed that. I got to keep up with scrolling down so I can see the prints. All right. It's a good morning. Yes, Nadisha. Yes. All right, my dears. Guess what? It's a good morning. This day is your day. Create it your way. Put your essence in on it. Have a good time. Even in the face of maybe having to rejuggle, reshuffle, have a good time. Be able to laugh at yourself. Don't take yourself too serious, because this is just a little journey. It's almost like this particular lifetime is kind of like at an amusement park, with the ups and downs. And some of the rides are really fun, and some of the rides are like, ooh, I don't like that. And so, you gotta just do your thing, because that is your connection, doing your thing. So today is a good morning. The focus tea topics are passion, with a P, passion, and sense, like a sense, like taste, touch, and me, I'm going to go beyond that, right? All right, my dears. So for happy birthday to Margaret, those are our topics. Now, it's a good morning. I want to go straight in, because what I found in the dictionaries for passion was a bit disconcerting. And that's because it's kind of like an old stale definition, So the definition that you find when you use Google or the dictionary, this is one of the ones that's kind of old. But it goes, a strong and barely controllable emotion. That was the brief kind of chopped up stuff that you find real quick when you try to use Google. But then, of course, there were the references to the religion term, right? But what we want is, what is the sensation of passion? What does it really expand in? You see? So what I know, I have to go to me again, Segmet definitions. So It's a divine sense. It's a divine sense. And that's how come I made sense the second definition this morning. Okay? It's a divine sense. Divine, we just did yesterday. Remember, of, consciousness, source, God, I am, presence, all that, of, from, and regarding that, within thyself. And then the sense. Okay, now first let me speak on passion. The passion is the sense that helps you identify your particular affinity, what you resonate with so strongly. That's where your passion just goes, whoa, right? Just off the charts. You know, when we're speaking our language, we say, oh, this person really has a passion for cooking from scratch. They like cooking main course meals, but they have a passion for cooking from scratch. You can't bring them anything in a can, honey. Okay? Right? And another person said, oh, this person has a passion for running long distance. If it's less than 5 miles, they're not happy. They got to get to that 7, 10, 20 mile mark. You see, it helps identify where you resonate strongest. That's passion. That's passion. Now, we all have these senses. Your passion is not necessarily my passion. There are some passions that we all have. As in, when we're born, it's just there, like passion for creating that which we adore with love and joy. You see? So now, what we adore with love and joy will change, but the passion for creating that is inherent. That's our stuff. Okay? All right, my dears, it's a good morning. We're talking about passion and really being able to ignite yours again. So that's what life, I'm telling you, this is a fabulous time. Even though it seems so off the chain, like weird things going on and stuff, it's a fabulous time to be alive because you can get a hold of who you are and put it back in play. Put it back in play. Like when we were little, before we got kind of knocked off because we're pleasing everybody else. Put who you are back in play. Okay? Now, sense. Now, sense is another one. Of course, I'm not even going to say some of the definitions, but they were really related to only like a faculty for being able to sense taste, touch, taste, touch, smell, these common, you know how they say the 5 senses, that's what we have? No. Remember how I always say we have way beyond the 5 senses, like more than 300. So let me address it now. I'm going to give you another Segmet definition. It's not really what you'll find out there, but it kind of overlaps, okay? So it's a good morning. Here we go. Segmet definition for sense. An inherent register or agent for recording for essence, exchange, stimuli, connection, and more in this physical realm and beyond. You got that? I'm going to say it again. Sense, a sense, S-E-N-S-E, is your inherent register or agent of recording for essence, exchange, stimuli, connection, and more here in the physical realm and beyond. All right? So now we understand when I say that passion is a divine sense. Now, notice I say inherent. So that is what is you're percolating with just because you exist. It's already in you. It's nothing that you have to go and cultivate. A sense is in there already. Okay? So, you know how I say one of my senses is that I can register on the voice of nature. Like I can hear and I can pick up the voice of the mountain or the communication coming from one blade of grass or the tree, you see, or the ocean itself, wherever I am. I can communicate with it. The exchange, you see, it's not necessarily a language. It's an essence type thing. And it's not necessarily physical, but it registers for me through my connections to my senses here in the physical. You see? And so this is where it goes on and on and on and on, like ever expanding. You see, there's not just a box that a sense fits in. There's not a box that many senses fit in. Okay? So now, with that being said, it's a good morning. Let's see. Yay, passion. I need to see if there's questions here. Y'all excuse me just for a minute. All right. Mm-hmm. Oh, Cindy. Okay, so I want you to be clear that there are more in your sensory system, because see, that's what allows me to pick up all of this communication that is not necessarily what we've been taught about. My sensory system. So my sensory system, it consists collectively of all of my senses working together and individually at the same time. And you have it too, but yours works on your level for you at your level of play, right? I mean, because some people may not even, I'm not saying you guys, I know you do, but there's some people who don't even know about with awareness. Remember, we've done awareness before too. With awareness that nature has a voice. With awareness that everything that vibrates, there's an exchange that we vibrate together with it. You see, a lot of people are not even aware of such a thing. Like, what you talking, Segmet? What you talking? And so, because I've had mine in place for a long time, it's old hat. You know how our grandparents and stuff say, "Oh, that's old hat, child." That's not new. You guys think that's new? That's not new. We did that when we were young. And so then we get our whole world blown because we thought we were doing something new, and they let us know, no, that's not new, boo-boo. And so it's that kind of thing where once you get used to participating in a certain way, the shift occurs. And that's the divine shift. And that's why I also have that, you see. So there's ways to allow yourself. That's why I say yes to all energy serving you. Because, ooh, the tasty, good magic that's in all that stuff that you're saying yes to is your own divine connection to it all anyway. Okay? Love and light shining so bright. Yes, it's a good morning. It's a good morning. And it's a good afternoon. And it's a good evening. And it's a good night. Yes, my dears. All right. All right. She said, got it. Yep. Resonance. Like tuning forks. Okay, now resonance, resonance has to do with tone, right? So resonance is about, I'm just going to throw it in, Elisa. Since you threw it in right now, I'm going to throw it in too. Resonance is like an aligning with another vibration. So you can say, well, I resonate with that. Or, I don't resonate with that. So when you say I don't resonate with something, it's usually the vibration is not matching up. It's clashing, you see? So resonance usually is not only you resonating out, there's something else resonating too. And then, so to make it so there's resonance, so it goes together nicely, there's a blending, and it's easy. It's not called resonance when it clashes together, you see. See, what I'm talking about is your inherent senses that are built in there. It has nothing to do with the field already. Your sense is already built in you. And to be able to access them, you actually have, you yourself has to say yes to the activation and everything turning on for you. You have to do that. Because believe it or not, we, even though we were babies, toddlers, children, all the way up to now, we are the ones who decides what is on for us. What is on dimmer switch, right? You know how we have those dimmer switches that make it kind of amber? Where you don't let it shine full level, full out brightness. We decide. We're doing it. And so we are the ones who have to say, you know what? All stuff's out. Let this thing flow. Let it all flow. Everything that's in there, let it flow. Let's do it. And then be willing to stay in it, stay in it. Because you know what happens is sometimes the energies that are flowing get intense, and it's easier. Oh, let me dimmer switch that sucker, and then amber light instead of bright, clear, white, blue light like a star. You see? So just be clear that it's on us to allow this thing. Like nobody else can come along and go, okay, push a button. Now yours is on. You have to go like this. Mine is on. And then you have to say, well, I'm going to leave it on. This is a little intense, but I'm going to leave it on because I know I'm clearing out from my old limited stuff to now I'm letting it expand beyond all measure. But woo, I think I'm going to blow my head right now. Ugh. Like, sometimes it feels like that. The illusion is you're not really going to hurt yourself, because the energy that flows in that is allowed is like Elisa said, it's in perfect harmony with you already. There's nothing that you have to work to make sure. You see? And so that goes to exactly what Elisa was talking about. Dissonance versus resonance. When you are in function, you actually don't have dissonance. You don't. Because you automatically know that, okay, that's not for me. You don't have to worry about it. Now, attitude is different than dissonance, right? What I'm talking about is your actual energy. Just like a while back, I was talking about you can't get away from your own integrity, your integral integrity, the stuff that's in there. And even though the outside world makes it look like, God, I goofed that up. That's because internally there's something there. It just wasn't in alignment anyway with you. But how honest you can be with what's going on within is the key. So the sensations, all of your sensory system working together and you being honest about what's really happening to say, okay, I'm doing this. I may not know how I'm doing it, but I'm doing this. All right. So let me just say, okay, all energy serve me. I'm going to release that and I'm going to expand this right here. This is what I want to expand, my choice. I am here. I exist and I am working it like this. But it's not a labor rich thing now. The allowing from divine current breathing is really all you need. It's just how much are you going to do your divine current breathing to override your mental belief structures. You see? So there's all this stuff that we're used to doing versus all this stuff that's available to us that sometimes we don't even dust off the counter to get to it. You see? So it's a good morning. Look at me. I'm just saying stuff. I'm all over the place, actually. I'm not even just talking about passion and senses. I'm just all over the place, huh? Okay, you guys. So, let's get your water. All right, let it be, let it be, let it be. I love all these little emoticons and stuff. All right, you guys. Get your water. Get nice and comfortable. And let me see. Guess what? I think I could do this. Yes. Harmony's expansion. But you see, Elisa, I'm glad you said that really quick because we're behind for the breathing part. But going with your senses, how about expanding your senses, right? So there's a whole bunch of senses that you're used to not using. Might be a little bit funny at first, but just go into some stuff that you're not used to doing that makes you feel a little funny. Like the water has a voice, like that kind of stuff. You might feel like a little bit embarrassed. Like, am I actually talking to the water right now? Well, yeah. The water is a body. And it's one of those divine bodies. Like, emotions are always associated with water, right? Okay, my dears. Get your water for your hydration. And then we're going to do our divine current breathing and expand in some stuff. All right, you guys. Let's go for it. And let's see if I can I do that? Look, I made it work. While we breathe, I left happy birthday Margaret up there. How about that? It happened to be Nancy's, but we all said it, Margaret. So, that's for you, okay? All right, here we go. Everybody, nice and comfortable. Here we go. And here we are, saying yes to all energy serving us. I am here, I exist, and I am present in creating all that I want, in being fulfilled just for me in this life journey, knowing that all that I am is beautiful for not only myself in my life journey, but for all who I interface with, you see. So it starts here in the sun and the star that I am here within my vessel, my body, you see. So there you go. All right, there. My dears, here we go. It's time to sign off with the magic. The magic of I love you. And isn't this beautiful that we get to have our own exchange where I love you is comfortable and it means something. And the exchange is there for us from all of our hearts, serving and working together in expanding all that we are. Yes, beautifuls. I adore you guys and I'm so glad we're here to do this. Oh. No, thank you guys. I'm just checking if there's any kind of questions that really need to be expanded. Yes, right. Enjoy. All right. Okay, we are ready. All right, my dears. As you hear me saying I love you to you, know that yes, I speak to you from my heart. And as you say I love you to me, yes, you speak to me from your heart. However, the higher sensory systems that are in play is that we are loving and being loving for all that we are here in the body and beyond. From pure consciousness, I am presence, source, and all of the essence that we are. Okay, ready? Here we go, 3 times. Beautiful gold spark just activated for us. I love you. I love you. I love you. Sweet beautifuls, I will see you next time. And I'm going to be on it for tea topics the night before. That way I'll see them in time. Thank you for showing up for you and choosing you. Have a beautiful day. Have a good morning, a good afternoon, a good evening, and a good night. Thank you for joining me on the Good Morning Presents. Mwah.